It's Richmond Raceway, ladies and gentlemen. So, 120 laps. So let's get right into it. On the pole is, well, me, because what I did was I had to redo qualifying from the thumbnail. Because usually what I do is, I usually try to say qualifying, or the qualifying results whenever I try to do the thumbnail for the race. However, I had to redo qualifying because we actually added second place driver Matthew Steelman into the league since I did the thumbnail. So I had to redo qualifying, and this is the results that came up. Langton is in third, Ryan Vaughn fourth, Alan Bledsoe, Dominic Cousins, Joseph Ernesto, Takeda, Dalton, Bishop, Mahari, Legacy, Carpenter, Gorman, and Riles, your top 15. Several drivers up here in his top 15 that need good runs today as they are farther back in the points. Of course, last week, Natani Kaiser, starting 26th today, won after a late race caution came out for debris. Of course, several drivers, including, I believe, Cody Loms was leading at the time.
Came down pit road.
So, without further ado, let's get this shit started. Fuck. My game froze like literally at the worst possible second. Anyways, but Matthew Steelman has also joined the series, and he's starting second in his debut, so good for him. Again with the motherfucker. Let me fucking hit decelerate when I want to fucking get the green flag, you piece of shit. There we go. Alright. Off of turn number 4, the green flag should have came out. Oh, green flag is out. Steelman actually has the edge going into turn 1. But here comes Craigo fighting back on the inside now. He'll clear, maybe, no. He'll clear Steelman going down the back straightaway. Now here comes Zen Langton to get around the rookie. Alan Bledsoe clears for 4th. Craigo leads the lap. Now here comes Ernesto with so far trying to crack the top 5. He will. Langton now takes the lead over Craigo. Of course, second week in a row we're using the blue wool tires because it's a short track. Farther back in the field. Now as Mullen looks to take whatever spot that is. I'm not bothered to look right now. Up towards the front, Steelman quickly losing positions. And Dalton now gets to his inside for 5th. Top 4 single file, but not pulling away, much like last week at Iowa. Although last week they did kind of pull away. Mahari also having a good run this week. Amazingly enough, had a good run last week, was able to hang on to not being last in points. As Bledsoe gets around Craigo for 2nd. I almost said 3rd. Ernesto kicked up to the eyes by Dalton now. As Steelman fighting back on that outside still. Ooh, Carpenter shoved up the track by the 12 of Dominic Cousins. As they battle for a top 10 spot. Here comes Bishop now, another short track driver. Taking 10th away from Ryan Vaughn, and now will take 9th away from Carpenter. Steelman has found the bottom lane as Craigo is now trying to find a way back around Bledsoe. Dalton up to the high side now. Cousins up to the high side. I really need to work on the cameras for Richmond. Krago's taken second. Here comes Steelman now for fourth against Mahari. Bishop going against the 9 of Dalton for sixth. Bishop has gained 3 spots in 1 lap. What a run he's got so far. Meanwhile, Langton continues the lead, and as the top 4 begin to pull away from the rest of the field, Bishop has taken 5th. Riles up to 7th. Here comes Vaughn, though, trying to get to Riles' inside. He will. Lionheart, another short track driver, I think. I forget if he's short track or speedway. Anyways, he's up in the top 10 now. Krago trying to run down the 82. Bishop trying to run down the 51. Meanwhile, it's chaos behind them. Random pace car is random. And of course, Cody Lom is looking for redemption after a disappointing finish last week. He's looking to make up spots. He's already up to 21st. As we cycle back around, there is the 49 car of Joseph Zimmerman, 2 Cons 500 winner. It's actually the farthest. No, Ravenhurst is currently farthest back of our winners so far this season. You see the winner sticker is on her name rail behind her driver's signature. There's Chase Marks making his second race. I stand corrected once again. Mahari, or not Mahari, Natani Kaiser, all the way back here in 38th. And of course, Paul Bledsoe must be running last if that's the case. As looks like the 3 of Lionheart's up to 6th. Mahari falls back to 7th. The 12 of Cousins up to 8th. Ryan Vaughn is now trying to get around Riles for 9th. So Penske Racing doing pretty good today. As here comes Lionheart for 5th now. Already 15 laps about to be in the books, as here comes Langton now to complete lap 15. And here comes Steelman, short track driver, making his way around Alan Bledsoe for 3rd. He'll clear him going into turn 3. So now Cousins gets around Mahari for the 7th position. Riles continues to lose spots. Tang is now in 10th, but here comes the 5 of Onesto trying to get to the inside of Vaughn for 9th. Bishop trying to get back around the 3 of Lionheart now. Bledsoe gets back around Steelman, but here comes Steelman trying to fight back, getting to the inside. Oh, but Bledsoe blocked, but Bledsoe overdrives the corner a little bit. This will allow Steelman to get to his inside going into turn 3. Meanwhile, Langton and Krago pull away. And now here comes Bishop trying to get to the inside of Bledsoe. Trying to capitalize on the mistake from the 24 car. Can't quite get there this time. This time Bledsoe also sticks it into the corner. Miller now up into the top 10. Of course, riding high after winning the 5th race of the initial attempt at Season 2, which is no longer canon. So he technically is winless. At least this season. I believe he won a race last season, actually. Yes, now Lionheart once again trying to get back by Bishop. Lionheart. Krago's actually catching Lionheart a little bit. Or not Lionheart. Langton. Anyways, speaking of Lionheart, he gets to the inside of Bledsoe for 4th now. And will make the pass. Bledsoe's still up high. Bishop might be able to capitalize. Bishop backs out. Here comes Vaughn now, trying to get to the inside of Mahari for the 8th position. As Cousins looks to get to the inside of Bishop going into turn 3, and he will. That is for 6th position. Mahari's still stuck on the outside. Here comes Alex Miller now. Miller looking for a good run today. Jennifer Legacy also looking for a good run. She currently runs 11th. Cousins has gone around the 91, spacing on the car number for some reason. Meanwhile, I do believe Legacy continues to pull away as Steelman is actually keeping Crago within his sights. But Bledsoe is not letting Lionheart get away at all. Still almost on the back bumper of the 3 car. Meanwhile, Cousins is also there, trying to see if these guys make a mistake and capitalize if they do. Miller now to the inside of Vaughn for the 8th position. Mahari manages to stay within the top 10. Meanwhile, for 12th, here comes the 81 of Jackie Tang to the inside of Joseph Ernesto. So take a look back through the field. Looks like Lamas has lost a lot of spots and will now lose another one to Austin Spencer. Eugene and Max not having a good day today. Here comes Bledsoe now to the inside of Lionheart for 4th, trying to take back the spot. Meanwhile, Alex Miller's on a tear. He's gotten all the way up to 7th and looks to maybe take 6th away from Cousins here within the next couple of laps. So looking inside, can't quite get there this time by. Meanwhile, the 4 has passed the 7 to 1. Also, is it just me, or has Steelman actually gotten closer to Crago since we were last up here? This time by will be a quarter of the way done through the race already. This race going by quickly. This looks like Bledsoe already half of a lap down. Vaughn moves Bishop up the track. This will allow Vaughn to get to his inside, maybe take 8th. He'll take 8th going into turn 3. Steelman is still inching closer to Crago every lap. Can he maybe get around to 62? Alex Miller now dives to the inside of the 12. Now he's going to try and take 6th away from Cousins. This will allow Vaughn and Bishop to close. As now, here comes Lionheart back around Bledsoe. Steelman is there. Can he get around Crago? Looks to the inside going in turn 1, but Crago blocks. Debut driver versus one of the best short track racers in the series. And Steelman looks to be prevailing, but Crago's fighting back hard on the outside. Steelman clears Crago now. Coming off the straightaway. And it looks like actually these two were catching up to the 82 despite their battle. as Penske teammates look to get around Alex Miller now for 6th and 7th respectively. Now Penske teammates fighting for position, as this will give Alex Miller a chance to get one of the spots he lost back. Bledsoe gets back around to 3. Crago's actually falling back a little bit now. He's lost a bunch of time to Steelman and now is in danger of losing his spot to Bledsoe. Can Steelman catch up to Langithan though? Having a great run for a debut driver. Steelman fighting hard on the outside of the 78 for whatever position that is. 18th, by the looks of it. But he's going to get freight trained here. Here comes Cody Hayner now to the inside for 19th. 3 winners lined up right here. I'm noticing a lot of teammates are next to each other in this race. You got the JD Racing guys back here in the field. You've got the Penske guys up front. As it looks like Bledsoe has gone around Crago now. You've got the Corbett Riles Racing guys not too far from one another. Just 2 cars separating them. As Penske teammates together once again, now that Cousins has gotten back around Miller for the 7th. Already more than 3/4 of the way done with this race, and it's only been, I don't know how long into the recording. Cousins gets around Vaughn for 6th now. But here comes Vaughn trying to get back to the inside. He will. Almost makes contact. Penske drivers seem evenly matched right now. Vaughn finally clears Cousins in turns 3 and 4 after a little over a lap of being side by side. But here comes Cousins now. This is certainly going to be an interesting team meeting within the week between the races of this week and next week, which I believe next week will be Pensacola. If not, I will have to find another super speedway because that track has a history of making my game crash. Craigio's gotten back up to Bledsoe. Meanwhile, the 82 just continues to pull away. But yeah, Cousins and Vaughn. This will certainly be one of the most interesting team meetings this weekend. Or not this weekend, but this week. About them racing one another. Legacy has caught Bishop. Can she get around him for 9th? Riles and Tang battle for 13th? Maybe? Yes, 13th. And here's the battle for 9th. Bishop on the high side, Legacy on the low side. Let's see, we'll clear Bishop in turn It's 3 and 4. Can she get to Miller now? As here comes Cousins to the inside of Lionheart in turn 1. This is for 5th. I am actually amazed. This race, looking at the lap counter, I am amazed this race has gone caution-free this entire time. As Cousins manages to squeeze himself in between Craigo and Lionheart, he's now going to try and attack Craigo for 4th. Gets to the back bumper. Looks like Cousins' car coming alive here as we are nearing halfway. Legacy, another driver whose car is coming alive late in this run. Meanwhile, Steelman and Langthen actually running similar lap times. Still 2.28 for the interval right now. Of course, I say that it's not 2.40. Cousins now trying to find a way around Bledsoe, but Cousins slips up the track a little bit. This will allow Lionheart to get... maybe look inside. Can't quite get... Oh, Lionheart bumps the 12 out of his way and will get to his inside. Craigo, of course, losing his spot to Lionheart the previous lap. We did not catch that pass, unfortunately. Looks like Langthen is about to hit lap traffic, though, so that could probably play a factor into this. Craigo now looking to make a move on Cousins. Doesn't use the bumper like Lionheart did, though. Cycle back through the field real quick. So far, every race winner not doing so good this race. I mean, you got them in 36th, 30th, 27th, 26th. And yeah, those are the 4 winners so far this season. Because, of course, this is race 5. And, of course, if you want to count the 84 of DJ McWhorter, he is in 16th, so he's the highest running driver to win a race that has been reported so far this season. Bledsoe in trouble at our losing spots. So here comes Lionheart and Craigo for 3rd and 4th, respectively. Vaughn has passed his teammate once again, and looks like the 4 has gone around Miller, but here comes Miller, driving it deep into the corner. Miller driving it very aggressively right now. Drove the car very deep into the corner. Manages to get around the 4. As Langthen puts Bledsoe a lap down now. This is allowing the field to catch up a little bit as Langthen catches lap traffic. Hey, we're on lap 62. Yay! Anyways. Vaughn now taking a peek to the inside of Bledsoe. Can't quite get there. Just bidding his time as the 18 of Kiro's on the apron. Of Asami Kiro is slow coming around the track now on the apron. Here comes Bishop to the inside of Legacy now. Bledsoe loses a spot to Vaughn, might lose a spot to Cousins. So the 18 does make it to pit road, looking to get a 4-tire change. That is the case. Just that little glitch where the tires just go up and then back down. 18 is on and off pit road. Perhaps green flag pit stops, or does the 18 have a problem? I don't know. I don't have a co-commentator to help me out with that kind of thing. As it looks like Steelman is starting to catch the 82. I say that and the interval goes up. Maybe I should start saying that Langton is pulling away. Maybe he won't pull away. Bledsoe back around Vaughn. Now here comes Cousins to his inside. This certainly will be the most interesting team meeting. I wish I could be there for real. As now here comes Cousins to the inside of Bledsoe. Lionheart might take a look to the inside of Craigo here. Will he use the chrome horn? No. Lionheart actually slides up the track a little bit. Loses a little bit of ground to Craigo. And now he gets to the inside of Craigo going into turn 1. Drives it in deep. Bledsoe blocks Vaughn though, but Vaughn moves him up the track a little bit. Doesn't quite get enough there. Oh, contact again as yet another driver uses the chrome horn. Vaughn moves Bledsoe up the track, gets to his inside. Craigo still fighting hard on the outside of Lionheart, but Lionheart will clear him exiting turn 2. Steelman now laps Paul Bledsoe. Sonic Hero now, down 2 laps, I think. 3 laps. As my right hand cramps up a little bit. Hero, of course, with fresher tires, might be looking to race the lead lap cars. Once again, Penske teammates battling for 6th. No, 5th, my bad. My question is, when will these guys pit? Because we've made it almost 3/4 of the way done with this race, and well, or no, 3/5 of the way done with the race. Well, technically, yeah, 3/4, 2/3. Of course, 2/3 is closer to 3/4, so. Anyways, math aside, Vaughn now trying to get around Craigo for 4th. Gets to his inside here. Doesn't drive it in as deep as Lionheart did. Craigo is still fighting back on the outside. As Ishtar's gone a lap down. Vaughn still battling Craigo. Craigo's still battling on the outside very well. I think he was still ahead of the... No. Oh, it was a... How much was it? 1/1000th of a second. That's how close Craigo and Vaughn were at the line. As Vaughn now clears Craigo entering turn 3. As Cousins pits, along with Bledsoe and the 91 of Bishop and several others pitting. I can't see because of the fucking infield haulers. So several drivers come down pit road. Steelman pits. A lot of people pitting. And here comes the 82 Langton now, coming down pit road. Vaughn and Miller pit. Drivers who are already on and off pit road come flying around. Actually, these guys didn't pit yet. Alright, so they apparently need to go about 75 to 80 laps on a single tank of gas. And Kiro leads the lap. Hunter Kiro, that is. Looks like Steelman lost spots on pit road. That's bad for him. Of course, Langdon has just dominated this event. Kiro still not pitting. I think Kiro might be hoping for a caution here or something. Maybe a lot of these guys short pitted. I don't know. These guys aren't coming down pit road. You have to go all the way back to the 88 just to get to 10th place. Everyone who's 11th on back, that's starting with the 82, is a lap down. At least. So, if we kick it down to 11th on back, this is your current top 10, assuming that the top 10 pits at some point. As Dalton comes down pit road again. No, he was 9th when he pitted, so Dalton come down pit road. Any of the other members of the top 9 coming down? No, does not look like it. Hunter Kiro, of course, trying to get a good finish. He's been having a poor season. He continues to stay out. Langton, of course, on fresher tires, trying to find a way around these guys. Lionheart, meanwhile, running in 11th, trying to find a way to get to the 82. But of course, in heavy traffic, it's kind of hard to do. So can Wolfpack Racing get back-to-back wins for their drivers? Who knows? Of course, Hunter Kiro, the inaugural Anthem Racing Series champion. Zen Langthen, the second Anthem Racing Series champion. These two right here were the first two champions of leagues that I ran that I had actual people in them. As Langthen now unlaps himself the hard way. The only other champion from the Anthem Racing Series in this race right now is the 56 of John Mullen. There he is. And he was the Season 3 champion. The 4th champion, Daniel T. Fiona. And he's not in the league anymore. So, as Lionheart trying to get to the 92, Langthen just has pulled away from Hunter Kiro, who is currently leading the same lap as his car number. course, I believe the first car 2 laps down. Yes, that is true. When is Kiro going to pit? When will anybody in the top 9 pit? There's quite a distance back for a bunch of these guys. In fact, there's 10th place right there. 7.5 seconds back from this guy. As Eugene Max gets himself one of his laps back and passes Jesse Dalton at the same time. 18 and 20. So a little over 2 seconds between these two drivers right here, who are probably going to be battling for the win. Man, Paul Bledsoe just drove the car deep in there. And Paul is actually running 39th, 2 laps down. Wait, really? What position is Jesse in? Wait, where'd Jesse go? Oh, Jesse's back up here. Jesse is running 36th? What? Oh boy. My game, like, seriously locked up there. I was scared. You have Akiro on both ends of the running order. You have Hunter leading, and then you have his wife, Asami, in last, 2 laps down. In fact, this is going to be a lot longer than I thought. There's Asami right there. I actually need to go backwards instead of forwards, so well. Is Hunter just bidding his time? I swear, if Hunter Kiro is able to win this race, without stopping, I will be amazed. Obviously, Jesse Dalton didn't think it would be possible. And it's the reason why he's now running 37th, a lap down. Literally, the only driver to be 2 laps down now is Asami in last place. In fact, Mark Boston, running second, one of the rookies this season, has actually gotten within a second of Kiro. So Kiro, obviously saving fuel, tires, and equipment. It's amazing they've been able to race this long, though. Among the other drivers of the top 10, you got the 84 of McWhorter. You got the 69 of Ekroth. 02 of Takeda up there in the Rusty's Honda. You've got Cody Hayner. Steven Merzlak with a decent run. Cody Lomas has gotten up into the top 10. Hayner, and of course Chase Carpenter in 9th. And of course you have the 82. Not that far behind Carpenter. But when you're about half a lap from being a lap down, I mean, we got less than 20 to go. I don't think Kiro, Boston, and everybody else in the top. I don't think they can go all the way. It's going to be interesting for sure. I mean, nobody in the top 9 has pitted, and we're getting close to 10 laps to go. This is getting good, folks. Of course, it's been good, but it's getting even better. Can Hunter Kiro stretch his fuel and get his first win in a couple of seasons? I think his last one actually came in season 3, if I recall correctly, of the Anthem Racing Series. I could be wrong about that. They are coming to 10 to go this time by. Of course, Mark Boston is closing. Of course, it doesn't help that Hunter is pretty much stuck on the outside this entire time and this running the slower lane. You know, let's look farther back. Let's try to find the 82 and the 3. In fact, the 8, Langton, with his fresher tires, has caught Chase Carpenter. Oh boy. In fact, here comes Langton now around the 88 for 9th. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get to Kiro unless everybody in the top 8 now pits. But that doesn't seem to be happening. We're coming to 7 to go. Kiro might just stretch the fuel. But he cannot... But he just has to focus on his windshield now. Because if he looks out his mirror, he sees the 13 car on the exact same strategy he's on. Closing. Quickly. This, folks, right here. Game would stop freezing in the middle of me giving you... If the game would stop freezing when I'm giving you guys important information. Anyways, these two cars right here, the 92 and the 13, they're battling for the win right now. It's 5 laps to go now. 5 to go, as I just said, for Hunter Kiro and Mark Boston. But Mark Boston has the car to his inside. This will help Kiro a little bit. Everyone else, they're too far back to even matter at this point. 4 laps to go. Can Kiro do it? Can he get the win and do it? Can he make this a no-stop race? Not a one-stop race, not a two-stop race, a 0-stop race. Oh, Jackie Tang gets contact from Chase Marks. That was almost a caution. 3 laps to go. Everyone is looking at the 92 as now Mark Boston under fire from several lapped cars trying to get their laps back. Everyone is looking at this 92 car, wondering if he can make it. And he's just got 2 more laps to make it. A lap and a half left for the 92 car. Now he's under fire from the same lap traffic Boston was. Meanwhile, the 82 has made it all the way up to currently 7th on the scoring monitor. But it's the final lap. He's gonna do it. Hunter Kiro. Off of turns 3 and 4. He's gonna make this a no-stop race and win with fuel mileage. Kiro wins at Richmond. love this camera angle. Right above the flagman's head. Hunter Kiro gets it done without having to make a pit stop. Mark Boston, DJ McWhorter, Andrew Eckroth, Ray Takeda at the top 5. They also did not make a stop. Langton, of course, stopped. He managed to work his way all the way back up from a lap down to 6th place, just 4.5 seconds behind Kiro. Hayner did not pit, finished 7th. Lamas did not pit, finished 8th. Lionheart, the second car to pit, made it up to 9th. Merzlak, two guys not pit. They finished 10th and 12th. Meanwhile, we have Ryan Von Bledsoe 14th, Miller 15th. Of course, here's the rest of the results. Matthew Stillman gets 17th in his debut. Wow. That was an awesome race. Oh, yeah, I remember the first race. Oh, man. And it happened in less than 50 minutes. Well, about a little over 50 minutes, actually. Man. Can you believe it, folks? Hunter Kiro has beaten the fuel mileage game along with 9 other drivers. He will join Tony Kaiser, this is Joseph Zimmerman, Jesse Dalton, and Joy Ravenhurst in a list of drivers to be in the chase grid so far. Oh man, that was exciting. But like I said, next week it's gonna be race 6. It's gonna be at Pensacola International Super Speedway or International Speedway, whatever it's called. It's a 3-mile oval track. One of the 2 3-milers on the schedule. After that, it's going to be Vermont, so... Well then. That race was exciting. No cautions this race. I'm actually surprised, considering it's a short track. Anyways. But until next time when we go to Pensacola, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next week at Pensacola, or tomorrow, or whenever I record the race and post it to YouTube. I'll see you then.